Hello guys, welcome back to today's video is a very fun one. I'm going to be finishing up the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. So I'm actually on book 5 and I started this week and I'm on page 106, chapter 10. And I thought it would be fun to just go through and finish up the book series with you guys. So, we have book 5, which is Lobestar. Then we got Nightfall, Flashback, Legacy, and then we have Unlocked, which is 8.5, and then we have, I forget what the 9th book is. So, I won't be totally finishing up the series in this video because I forget what the books. I think there's a 10th book coming out, and that book's not out yet. And I think that book's gonna come out maybe next year. So, yeah, we got this book. I actually don't ask me how this happened, but this does happen. So I have book 4, book 5, and I also have book 8, but I don't have 6 or 7. So after this, I'm going to be borrowing them from a friend. But I really just want to get through this series because I really am enjoying it. Okay, so let's talk. So before we actually go into me reading the book, I want to talk about Keeper of the Lost Cities in the series. So I started this book in the beginning of January and it is now December. So pretty much a whole entire year I've been reading this series. But I also haven't really been reading it consistently because I read the first 3 books in, I think it was it was January, February, and March. And it didn't take me a month to read the book. It's just, I was also borrowing from a friend. Okay, so I was borrowing from a friend, but that friend loaned it to another friend who takes so long reading books. Like, it takes her 5 months just to read one of the books. But from what I hear, she's already reread some of the books in the series. And she still hasn't finished the series. I don't understand it. The girl is crazy. So, I just finished the 4th book. And now I'm going on to the 5th book in the series. And I'm so excited. Okay, so let's just talk about what this is. Will be a spoiler-free reading blog. But what I will be doing is after I read the series, I'm going to do a spoiler kind of video on my thoughts on the book and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that if you love Keeper of the Lost Cities and you have read the series. And if you haven't, you can watch this one, but I don't think you would want to go into that one. So let's go and continue on with Lobestar. And some stuff has been happening in the book. Okay? So, yeah. Alright. So, I'm about halfway through Lobestar, and I'm going to tell you, this book I've flown through, and when I mean flown through, I mean I have flown through this book. It is really good. Her writing is definitely different, and it doesn't take her a long time just to get to the point, or she doesn't drag things out. I think right now this one is potential to be a 4-star. Like a 4-star. My first 4-star of the series. Hopefully we can keep that up. Okay. So, like I said, I am halfway through this book. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to finish it. I want to finish it so bad. My goal is to finish it today or tomorrow. My goal is to get through a good chunk of it tonight and then read a lot of it tomorrow. And that's my goal. So, let's see if that happens. I just finished the 5th book in Keeper of Lost Cities series, so now I'm gonna have to go and start the 6th book. The ending was absolutely crazy. So let me just give you my review. I'm rated this book a 4-star. Reason why: this book is actually my very first 4-star of the series, and we're 5 books in, but still, this book was really good. Let me explain to you. The writing got better for me. There wasn't repetitiveness. There was so much that happened in this book. It was kind of crazy, and I think this is like the fastest, except for the first book, that I read this book. Like, it didn't take me like a couple months to read it, and I also didn't want to read other books while I was reading this book. I just wanted to read this book and this book only. But there was something that happened in this book, and I was so mad at myself. There's 2 like major, like, shocking, oh my god, things that happened. One of them I spoiled for myself. One of them I was just completely shocked. So I was so mad because I was watching a YouTube short. Now, mind you, it did say spoiler warning, spoiler. Yeah, and I did not read that, nor did I see that. So yeah, but so I spoiled something like big and sad. So great for me. Now, after I did that, I also go to school and go to my friend who has like read. I have one friend, and I'm actually really happy for the friend that's let me borrow her book, because if not, then I would have dragged my parents to Barnes & Noble's tomorrow, and I would beg them for the 6th book so that I could just, I needed it. So thanks for that. Yeah, no, I'm going to read this book, and yeah, we're going to read this book. We're going to start this book, and I need to know what happens. So, if I haven't said this already, we're gonna officially start Keeper of Lost Cities Nightfall, which is the 6th book in the Keeper of Lost Cities series. Oh my god. Okay, I was looking at the cover of this book, and I love how it goes like right there. It says perfect for Harry Potter fans. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm frankly watching right now, or listening to it while I read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, I'm a Harry Potter fan. And I will definitely say, if you are a Harry Potter fan, this book is like for you, because it really is like Harry Potter, just different and more confusing. I'll definitely say I love Keeper of Lost Cities, but Harry Potter's better. So, I would definitely say this. You're either a Keeper person or you're a Harry Potter person. And I feel like I'm Harry Potter. My friend is definitely Keeper. There's gonna be a lot of my friend in this video. Okay. I'm gonna go and can read this like I've not said the 1,000th time, but I'm gonna read because I need it. I don't know. Alrighty, so I'm on page 208 of Keeper of Lost Cities Nightfall, and I don't think I've given you guys an update on this book yet. And let's just say how the last book ended. I really had to go into this book. This book has been crazy so far. So much stuff has happened. You learn so much things. And not only that, I'm going to have to say I really do hate Alden right now. I don't think Alden's a really good person. I don't like Alden. So, I'm just going to continue on reading and see how it is. I'm on chapter 21. These chapters are somewhat longer than they, normally are. So, anyhow, but that's the book that I'm on. And that's where I'm at. So, I just have to say is this. I'm at a very sad part right now. I don't know if but this is the problem. Like, I have mixed feelings right now for Mr. Forkle. Like, I don't know if I should like Mr. Forkle or not, because to be honest with you, he has a twin. Mr. Forkle has a twin. Not only does he have a twin, but they were like switching places and stuff like that. So am I supposed to like Mr. Forkle or not? I don't know. I don't really like Mr. Forkle, but it's really sad. I mean, the line that he says, like, this last line, that Mr. Forkel's twin said, I don't know. So it was this. This was really sad. As soon as Orly glittered away, he removed a blue pathfinder from his pocket and reached for Sophie's hand. Let's go say goodbye to my brother. That's so sad. Also, I do have to say, I really don't like Alden right now. I think Alden's a little bit cuckoo. Oh, and then Amy. I'm also not gonna go Bryce, but Amy. Really? I mean, the fact is this, and this is why I hate Alden. Alden was going to erase Amy's memory again. What? Like, really? You're going to erase Amy's memory again? That's all I have to say. I'm lost for words. So, I don't like Alden. I really don't. And also, all my friends say that you're gonna hate Fitz. I still like Fitz. Right now. I'm still liking Fitz. We'll see when it ends, but I do like Fitz. What is this on my nose? Whatever. As you can tell, I have an acne-prone skin. Anywho. So I am on page 503, chapter 55 of Nightfall. And it has actually been a while since I updated you, but let me explain to you what has happened so far. Well, number one, let's start off with Dex and Sophie kiss. You heard me right. The cousins kiss. That's just nasty. And I know that they're technically, like, not related, but they're still related. Not like blood. Even though I know one's adopted, they're still related. It's disgusting. Anyway, on with that part. They actually go into Nightfall and try to, like, rescue Sophie's parents. So now they go into Nightfall and try to rescue Sophie's parents, and that doesn't happen because Sophie's parents are, like, gone and, like, went to somewhere different from where the Never Seen was, and they find Alvar, who is Biana and Fitz's older brother, who went to the Never Seen, and I don't know if he's still with the Never Seen or what. I'm so confused, but his mind is, like, broken. So, that's fantastic. He doesn't have, like, a good mind. Top him not having a good mind. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. I don't know how I forgot this big part of it, but the Orc King, which I don't know how to say his name, and Fitz. Okay, the Orc King and Keith have a fight, and Keith wins, of course, woohoo. But then Keith, like, has to, like, now be on bed rest and all this stuff, so he can't. And not only that, Keith gets a bodyguard. Her name is, okay, I say Rue, but it's apparently Ro, so there's a bodyguard named Ro, and yeah, it was exciting when Keith gets a bodyguard. But the sad thing is, Keith could not help. But they also did, so okay, with Nightfall, they had to get, like, something of Keith's blood. So, yeah, for them to be able to go through the door. And then they find them. But Alvar was broken mind and stuff like that. And then there was also, like, something that's, like, chemical. I forget what it's called, but it's, like, a nitrogen kind of thing. So if, like, you get on your skin, it's very harmful. It's very, very dangerous. And that's where I'm at. And they keep talking about how Sophie's going to go talk to her little sister, Amy. And that has not happened. Why? I want that to happen. I want her to talk to her sister, okay? Anyway, that's where I'm at, and I'm so excited. This book I would definitely say is a little bit better. I would have to say this book is turning out to be my favorite of the whole entire series. Okay, bye. The Vackers, Foster, Keith, Disney's, they're not as confusing as Sylvanie. And Sylvanie is so... Okay, I know everyone, okay, I like Sylvanie, but I do think that she's annoying. I just think she's annoying, okay? She's just the most confusingest person because she doesn't want to visit, and then she wants to visit. Then she visits. I'm so confused. This is one of the most confusingest creatures I think I've ever met. Or confused creature. I'm also really happy that Sophie's actually finally talking to her sister. Like, finally talking to her sister. After all this time of her going, I'm going to go talk to my sister. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. She's finally meeting her sister, and the Alicorn's actually meeting her sister. So, that's great. So, let me just explain to you, I have about 277 pages left of this book, and my goal is to finish it today. I think I can do that. And then start flashback, right? Yeah, that's the next book. Start flashback. Okay, I do also have to say it is quite annoying that Sylvanie likes Keith. Which I like Keith too, but still, it's annoying. Keith. Theory here. I have a theory about Sylvanie that I don't know. It's probably not correct, and this is probably just like a thing that's like not going to happen. But I think that Sylvanie is going to have twins. Okay, so I just reached page 705, so that means I have about 90 pages left of this book, and I am so excited, and I'm going to finish it. I'm also scared what's going to happen because there's 90 pages left, and I'm scared what's going to happen in these pages because they just reached nightfall. Something is happening with Sophie's parents, which I don't know if they're dead or not. That's kind of confusing. I don't know if they're dead or just like knocked out. Also, Vespra, I think that's how you say. Yeah, Vespra is there and stuff's happening. She's torturing Biana, which isn't cool. You don't torture Biana Vacker. So yeah, so that's where we are. And by the way, Prentice is healed. He is back to the way that he is. Oh gosh, he can speak, he can walk. He isn't in a mindless loop. He is healed. So, woohoo! Okay, that's where I am at. I'm going to go ahead and finish off these pages right now. We are down to the last 20 pages of this book. And what has happened is quite crazy from the last time I updated you. Number one, they did successfully retrieve Sophie's parents. But what I do have to say, and this is what I don't like about like the Council or Alden or the Black Swan, is that for the humans, for Sophie's parents, they pretty much don't get a choice if they want their brains to be erased, if they want their memories to be erased. Because really saying is, you are going in someone's mind Because isn't that technically illegal in their world? You can't go into someone's mind without their permission, without them saying yes, because it's like a violation. So like they're technically like breaking their own law. But on top of that, their whole entire reason for doing this is so that they don't have like memory of torture. So it's like something bad happens to someone, they go, oh, let's erase that memory. It's like, really? Yes, now, fine, I will admit that I think, yes, it is going to be a little dangerous to have humans know about the elf world, know about the lost cities, but still, really? So, I do hope that they let Amy keep her memories, and Amy says yes. I really, really hope. Okay? So, like I said, we're down to the last 20 pages. So, let's go and read it. And I'm scared. What's gonna happen? So I just finished Nightfall. And all I have to say is the ending. Like, Alvar, Amy. I mean, I'm really happy that Amy chose not to have her memory erased of Sophie Foster. But so what I do not like, though, and this is one of the biggest things that I hate about the elves world, is that when something traumatic happens, their automatic thing to go is, oh, we need to forget about it. We need to erase the memory. Oh, it never happened. Like, that is their automatic thing to go and what happened. I just really want it. And Alden, I just really want to go to Alden and go, so if you were a human and you had let's say Biana was a elf, do you want all memory erased of your other daughter? Like, seriously, without your knowledge and without your permission to. Like, would you want that? Or like something happened, like with Alvar. Do you really want to erase your memory that Alvar exists, that Alvar is your kid? Now, even though, yeah, he's part of the Never Seen, but still. That's one thing I don't like about that. But what I also did, I have a theory. I have a couple theories here. Number one, that Sophie's human parents are going to actually remember Sophie by some way. Either they both sit there and go, we have another daughter, and then go ask Amy about it, and then Amy's have to tell them about Sophie, or the Never Seens are going to do something again. That's what's going to happen. Something is going to happen with Sophie's parents again. But that's, yeah. Where we left off on was crazy. The fact that Alvar does not remember that he's Alvar. That Vacker doesn't know that he's a Vacker. Which, I have two things. It could be Alvar, but I do wonder if I wonder if it is, and I wonder if it isn't. Like, there's two things which I do think that it's Alvar, but I don't 100% know that it's Alvar. It probably is Alvar and all this other stuff. I'm probably not making sense. This ending was the most confusingest ending in the world. I do have to say something. The ending of every Keeper of Lost Cities book is quite crazy because, yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, so, by the way, my star rating for this one, so my rating, I enjoyed this book. I really thought this one so far has been my favorite out of the whole entire series. And I did enjoy this. This one is going to be 4 stars as well. So, let's see where flashback happens. Yeah. I'd definitely say this ending wasn't as crazy as the other ending. Like, I feel like the 5th book ending, Lobestar, I feel like that ending was like the craziest. This ending was also really crazy as well. So, we got flashback. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start reading flashback, which, yeah. And if you don't know, this is the 7th book. Then we go into the 8th book. Then we go into 8.5. Then we go on to the 9th. And then there's going to be a 10th book sometime. I don't know when. But we're going to go on to flashback. Okay, I just have to say one more thing. Why in the world do you end Nightfall the way that you did and then start flashback the way that you did? Because I'm sorry, you can't just go, oh, Alvar forgets himself, like forgets who he is. Like Alvar forgets that he's Alvar, and then you go into flashback where he's on trial. Like seriously, you don't do it. You don't even see Fitz's reaction. Well, I mean, you do see Fitz's reaction and the thing. All I'm saying is I finished with chapter 1. Now what I'm saying is it's crazy, and I do not like Fitz. So Alani has gummies. I did not know Alani sold gummies. Anyway, and if you don't know what Alani's is, if you live in the Lost Cities and have absolutely no clue what Alani is a energy drink company, and I love Alani's. They're really good energy drinks, but, and I also don't have them all the time, but I had no clue that they had gummies. I knew they had like protein bars, but I had no clue that they had gummies. Anyhow, we're gonna go on from that because I was just watching Destiny Sidwell's video. She just posted a video and she basically got a package from Alani and they had gummies in it, and I was so shocked that they had gummies. So, anywho, so let's go on and let me actually give you guys an update on the book. So I'm 107 pages in and I'm at chapter 7. And I'm going to have to say something that is what has happened is crazy. Number one, like the last update I gave you, was that Alvar is going to live with them. Live with the backers again, move in. But what I'm so confused is Fitz was talking to Sophie and going, yeah, I'm not going back at all for the 6 months. Even though it's 6 months until the council makes their final decision, but if the council makes like a decision and says, oh yeah, but they're gonna like that Alvar is gonna live with them full time, he's gonna have to come back home or not. It was so weird. There was also something with the training, and so Sander and Grisella kind of just admitted that they were dating. It's so cute and sweet. Anyway, so yeah, and they were like doing this like training scene where Fitz was like training throwing stars, and yeah, he kept missing. But this is also where I had the issue. This is not where I had the issue, and not the, I don't know. In this scene, Sophie was going, I don't want to hurt them, even though Sophie had like perfect aim and like got it right to where they would kill him. Going, I don't want to hurt them, and blah blah blah. I'm like, that was in every scene. They're not gonna be afraid to hurt you. Whatever. And then the never scene came, and they wanted to take Wally or Wooly. I think that's how you say Prentice's son name. But because Wally's mother died, and the issue is he keeps saying that I have absolutely no clue. I don't have information on my mother or anything that happened. I don't know why she was there. So why are you trying to take him? Like, what's the point of that? Or is it just, or actually, I think I know what the point is. So that they can get the Black Swan to come and get Wally out. I think that's why. Anyway, I also do have I think I have a theory here that what's going to happen at the end is that somehow some people from the Neverseen or the Neverseen and the Black Swan are going to like make peace with each other, or something is going to happen. Or some people from the Neverseen are gonna come to the Black Swan side, and then they're gonna get rid of Keith's mother. I don't know, something is going to happen like that, and yeah. So that's it to say. And also I have a question: why are these chapters so long? Like, I don't mind long chapters, I really don't. And also they're not bugging me because I don't really notice that they're long. Like, I can read these chapters really quick because again it's like a fast paced book, but yeah, it's just kind of confusing. It's just kind of interesting that it's because like I was like looking at something and it was like chapter 8's 128 pages in. I'm like, anyway, so that is where I'm at, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue on to read. Okay, I'm on page 316. Chapter 16, and all I have to say is all it is Sophie in the Healing Center. It's all it is Keith was giving her lessons. Fitz woke up. Fitz is like being creepy and like going into her dreams while she sleeps. What else has happened in the book? Yeah, just, oh, and then Ro and Boo, that love story, that was fun. That's a funny love story. Um, yeah, I don't know, it's just boring, and my friends said that Flashback was the most boringest one out of the whole entire one because it's just Keith. No, it's just Sophie in the healing center. So, yeah. But that is where I'm at, chapter 18. So, I reached page 410 of Flashback, and Sophie and Fitz are finally leaving the healing center. It has been like the whole entire book of them being in the healing center. And now, because they're not in the healing center, which I think it might actually get a little bit better, but now that they're not going to be in the healing center, it's all going to be about Alvar and Alvar moving back in to with the backers and like that's what it's all going to be, and it's going to be annoying. Okay? It's going to be annoying. So you're going to have Fitz being, I don't know, like Fitz complaining, Biana complaining, and then, yeah. So, yay. Okay, so this is probably just me, but Biana loves her brother. That's so sweet. She's waiting so that she doesn't have to deal with Alvar alone. I finished Flashback. Okay, what happened at the end was crazy, but I don't really remember. Like, I remember that Tam was taken, that I was right, the fact that Sylvie had twins, that she was gonna have twins. Like, I was right on that. And I guess that Sylvie had twins, I was right. And then, but this is the problem. This whole entire book was just Sophie and Fitz in the healing center. That was it. Like, they get out of the healing center, then they're in the healing center again. So seriously, they have a fight with the Neverseen. Fitz and Sophie get beat up pretty bad. Then they have to go to the healing center, and they're for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, like months on end. And then they get released just to get injured again, just to go back. And Keith has shattered memories. Tam's taken. Like, really? Really? Just, what? All I have to say is this book, for me, is a 2-star. This book was not good at all. Like, I'm sorry. I could just say this book could have easily been cut down to 300 pages. Like, really, this book could have easily been cut down to 300 pages. I'm sorry. Like, it shouldn't have been an 840 something page book. Could have easily been cut down. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even remember the ending of this book. Like, I don't. Like, not at all. I'm on page 16, chapter 1 of Legacy, and they're going to build, or they want to build, a human sanctuary. I'm really sorry. They're claiming that they're all loving and that they care about all creatures, but you're going to put humans in a sanctuary. What is wrong with these people? I do also like Sophie's response to this one because here's me. I'm going to read you guys the whole entire scene, what's happening. So, I think they might be actually, no. So, I'm going to read you the scene, okay? I believe you heard about the proposal of building a human sanctuary that circulated a few decades back, haven't you, Miss Foster? Alden mentioned it a while ago, Sophie agreed, and the thought of moving all the humans to what would basically be an enormous prison will make her queasy. Was that the Neversine's idea? Seriously, they're gonna move the humans to a sanctuary? I'm sorry, what is wrong with the elves? But you want to keep your world hidden. And you're gonna move them to a human sanctuary. I'm sorry. What? What? Now, Mr. Forkle is saying that the Neverseen, this is seriously what he said, and the Neverseen can afford to weaken the lost cities until they've first weakened all the other worlds. What? No, fine, yes. Is it clear that the Neverseen wants to take over the lost cities? Yes. But how in the world... Number one, how in the world is there a human sanctuary into this? And how is there... what? I don't even... Okay, I am mad, annoyed, and so beyond confused. I don't know. I don't understand how Sophie can be like a prodigy, like be so smart, but is so dumb. Like seriously, she's having a conversation with Tam right now, and Tam's saying, I can't talk because Ethan is gonna go through my mind and I can't tell you things. And you know what she's doing? Asking him questions. Like, seriously. He just said he can't tell you anything and that you should probably stop. I don't understand. I really don't. Sophie is just... Also, I forgot to say this, but in the last book, Sylvanie had her baby, and I don't know if I said it, but I had a theory that it was going to be twins, and I was right. She had twins. I don't know why I'm happy about that, and I don't know why I guessed it, but I did. She's having twins, and I'm so excited about it. So, yeah, but still, Sophie's so dumb and stupid. Okay, Sophie is really stupid right now. I'm actually going to read to you like a full entire page, and this will literally sum up. I don't even understand this. Like, seriously. He's saying no, you ding dong. Sophie, no. The Tam she knew had been... Wait. You need to be careful, she warned him. You don't know how Umber's training will affect you. She was one of the creepiest people I've ever met. The bones in her body bones in her hand throbbed, remembering the way Umber had shattered them one by one. I am being careful, Tam assured her, but the training is unavoidable. Then tell me what they're having you do so I can figure out what they're planning and get you out of there. You're already going to be in trouble for talking to me, right? Why not make it worth it? Now, fine, she has a point there, but seriously. Oh, because they can make their punishment way worse. Don't worry, Lynn's safe. Tyrgan's added a ton of security to his house to make sure of it. Number one, you should not have said that. You and I both know that doesn't mean anything. And even if she is, okay, right now they have plenty of ways they can punish me. Seriously, Tam has an issue. Fine, yeah, they might not be able to get to Lynn, but they still can get to Tam. Sophie was certain they did, and she hated putting them in that position, and leaving him with the Neverseen was feeling beyond scary. She had to find a way to get him out of there before they made him do something terrifying. Please, she begged, you know what's at stake, especially if you're studying Umber's journals. I do know what's at stake. My sister's life. The coldness wrapping each thought sank all the way to her bones. We'll protect her. Yeah, I've seen how well the protection works. I can't take that risk. So what? You'll just do whatever creepy thing the Neverseen tells you to do and hang the consequences? I don't know. That's not good enough. Well, it's going to have to be. Sophie locked her jaw to stop her teeth from chattering. I can already feel a change in you, Tam, just from your mind. I think Umber's training to affect you. Okay, I really, really don't like Sophie right now. Because she's getting mad because Keith got a letter to from his mom that he needed to take to a green door that's in London. And he remembers the guy's face. He remembers everything because he has a photographic memory. And so he had Dex go in and do the surveillance cameras to see where this guy is and all this other stuff. And it was in London, but, to see where this guy is and so that they could, go and track him down. But Sophie gets annoyed because Sophie wasn't part of this. And throughout this whole entire book, she has left out all of her friends, including Dex. Like, Dex is the one that she keeps on leaving out. So, Sophie can't get annoyed. Like, she can't. I'm sorry. No, you just can't, okay? Get annoyed about that. Sophie is annoying. We knew Sophie was annoying, but so far this entire book, like I'm on page 122, and all this book is about is how she's upset because she's unmatchable. And how Fitz is gonna think, and how Keith's gonna think, like how everyone is gonna think about her being unmatchable. Like that's what these first 100 pages have been. First 120 pages have been, and it's so annoying.